Okay, I'm gonna go back and put part one on the video. I was in the middle of a live, you guys, and it was crazy. I'm sitting up here. I know you guys, it was buffering, it was tripping, so I do apologize for that. But as soon as I got off my phone and started getting set up, I got off my computer and started getting set up on my phone. The little thing just came through on Astro Matrix and said that Pluto is now in Aquarius. Okay, so we are now in Pluto is in Aquarius and it's retrograde. Okay, so now I know why my damn computer and internet was buffering. Okay, so I'm now on my phone. So you guys can be able to see me, but I'm on my phone now. So we're gonna go ahead and get back into the reading. I don't remember exactly where I was at the time, so I'm gonna kind of backtrack just a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and finish up this reading here. Okay. All right. So I know I was talking about you're going to be in the spotlight here, okay? And I feel like for some of you guys, you have to walk away. You have to separate yourself from people, okay? For some of you guys, these could have been lovers. These could have been friends. These could have been people who were trying to dim your light because they saw something different within you. They saw their ambition. They saw that drive. They saw that determination. And these were people who were determined to dim your spotlight, okay? And you were being called to separate from these people. For some of you, even a particular lover, because this is someone who did not want to be in your spotlight here, okay? For some of you, you could have been dealing, I know I was talking about a Gemini. Some of you could have been dealing with a particular Gemini here, okay? You can be the one who has Gemini placements or you were dealing with someone, right? And I feel like when it came to this particular person, Scorpio, like you gave more than way more than what you were supposed to this person, to this situation, the time and energy, but I felt the energy of financial. And that's why you're about to be blessed financially here, okay? That's why you're about to be receiving some type of unexpected blessing because Spirit is going to bless you, for even helping out that person. You may have been wondering why you were being, called or led, like, why am I doing this for this person? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Because Spirit was going to bless you anyway, tenfold here, okay? Your blessings, Scorpio, are going to be put on display for everyone to see. So everyone that doubted you in the past, when you was out here struggling, trying to figure out how you and your kids, what you were going to do, how you was going to pay bills, how you was going to do this, how you were going to do that, and these people sat back and watch you struggle. They didn't offer any help. They didn't ask you, Scorpio, can I help you do this? Can I do that? These blessings, everything that Spirit is about to bless you with, is going to be placed on display. Everyone, Scorpio, is going to get to see how Spirit has been blessing you. And that's why they're going to be pocket watching. That's why they're going to be watching, trying to figure out what you got going on. What are you doing? Because you behind the scenes. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you ain't out here broadcasting to the world what you got going on unless, you know what I'm saying, you trying to advertise for your business or put out there what you got going on. But it's like you're kind of behind the scenes. Quietly, just building your empire, quietly, making this money, quietly doing whatever it is that you're doing because it's like you don't want people to know. You tired of people in your business. And at this point in the game, that when people find out what you're doing, you already got people that's throwing negative energy and sending you an evil eye any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? So why amp it up? Why give them that drive and motive to hate on you more because you over here trying to build the life that you want for yourself? Spirit is telling you to trust your potential. A lot of us, we don't know the potential that we have to be this and to be that. There's a lot of people that see potential within us. They see we have a lot of ambition and drive to be something special, to be somebody in our life, right? But you have to trust your potential. Whatever it is that you can be wanting to do, whatever it is that you started doing, whether you're in the beginning stages, the middle stages, the ending stages, you got to trust that it has potential to be something great. But you also have to trust that you have the potential as well here. Some of you guys are wanting to be chefs. Maybe you're wanting to bake, you cook, but I feel like there's something in particular that you're wanting to do. Maybe you want to go to culinary school, you know what I'm saying, so that you can really learn. Like you really out here trying to be somebody, okay? You want to get them 5 stars. What's it called? The Michelin star for the restaurants and stuff that have the best cuisine and stuff. Like you're trying to be known as that type of person. You're being called to create some type of website. For some of you are going to have an online business, right? You're going to be having people that's going to be spending money shopping with you online. But in order for you to get the word out, in order for people to know what you got going on and be able to spend their money, you got to be able to create that website. Get your word out about what you're doing. Allow people to see what you're doing. Put your products, put your gifts, put your talents on display here, okay? Some of you can be on TikTok. Maybe you're being called to go ahead. If you have not, maybe you've been thinking about starting a TikTok account or, doing something on TikTok here, okay? Maybe something on social media, period. But you're being called to trust your potential. Whatever it is that you do, whether it's starting this website, whether it's being on social media, TikTok in particular, that you're going to be successful here, okay? And then we got it here, baby. You're about to be out here flexing on your ex. All these things he's doing, especially you guys, if you were dealing with people, especially people that you was dealing with. You was laying up with these people. You were loving these people. These people that was telling you they was loving you. You're about to be flexing on these people, a particular person, especially because this is someone who also doubted you. This is someone who did not want you to live up to your potential. This is why they caused you all that frustration and heartache and pain and left you in your head and caused you to be confused and didn't know if you was coming and going, because this is someone who slowly wanted to break you down. They didn't have confidence in themselves. They probably weren't doing a whole lot with themselves, but they didn't want to see you live up to your potential. Remember, this is someone who did not want to be in your spotlight. This is going to hurt this person's ego, especially if this is a masculine. This is going to hurt their ego for their woman, they girl, versus them lifting you up and feeling like y'all gonna be a force together. This is someone who felt like you were going to be better than them. You were going to have more than them. And see, this person did not want you to do that here, okay? You can live in New York, or something can be significant about New York here. You can be dealing with a Libra female, or there can be a Libra female involved in a situation. But we have blessing in disguise. I feel like for a lot of you guys who have crossed paths with people, especially lovers, you were a blessing in disguise. I feel like a lot of you are not on your path. You are not doing the things that you're possibly doing now, or that you're going to be doing in the future. And I feel like this kind of goes back to that reading I did earlier about, someone here is confused and wondering how they sleep on you because you were this blessing. They didn't see the potential within you. A lot of people did, Scorpio, maybe you did, or you did within yourself. Okay, but you were this blessing in disguise because you were always destined to be somebody. You was always destined to have something and go somewhere, and for you to be, known around the world, to be world renowned. You were always destined to be in that energy, and even though you may not have been living in that energy at that time, it was always on you. That anointing was always on you. You just hadn't stepped into it. Okay, you can be in the Bahamas, from the Bahamas, or this place can be significant here. Then we have someone cannot move on from you. No matter how hard they try, it feels like something always pulls them back. You have someone out here that's having a hard time moving on. All right. I feel like for some of you, you can feel like this connection that you share with this person is kind of like a magnet. Like maybe they're drawn to you or you feel like you're drawn to them. But something keeps pulling this particular person back here. We may pull on that before we close out this reading. Then we have the month of October. Can be significant for some of you guys. You can be dealing with a Libra, or you can be a Scorpio that was born in the month of October. And then we have someone who acts nonchalant. Will it? Ooh, okay. So someone who was acting nonchalant will admit that they have feelings for you, and I feel like this is that same person who was having a hard time moving on from you right now. Okay, so let's get just a little bit of tarot, and let's pull, and let's see who this is. Or do I want to go to the oracle? I think we can pull some oracle cards. Okay, so let's pull on this energy because we have someone that's having a hard time moving on from you, and then this is someone who was acting nonchalant in the past. But I feel like this is someone that's going to come forward and admit to you, Scorpio, that they do have real feelings for you. Okay. All right, messages for my Scorpio. Tell us more about this person. Messages for my Scorpios. I love you, Scorpio. I apologize again for the first video of recording messing up, but now I know why, because we are now, Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius. Like it literally just happened a few minutes ago. All right, so tell us more about this person. This is someone who has been longing for you. All right. This is someone who has been missing you. This is someone who wants to talk to you. And this is someone who is wanting to come into reunion. So you are currently separated from this person, whether you walked away from them, whether they walked away from you. Okay. They miss you. And this is why this person, like I said, I feel like they were very nonchalant. Like when you were dealing with them, this person will never tell you that they missed you. You may tell them, hey, I miss you. I ain't talked to you in a while. I just been trying to see what's going on with you. I was thinking about you, but you never heard that from this person. Now I'm telling you, whoever this nonchalant person is, this is someone that's going to admit that they have feelings for you. This is someone now who is feeling paranoid. They're feeling insecure about themselves. They're feeling guarded now, Scorpio, because you out here flexing on them. Remember I said you were like shattering someone's ego. Okay, and this person's very cautious. They don't know how they're gonna come towards you. They out here peeping behind the scenes, trying to see what you got going on, feeling insecure about your glow up, feeling insecure about this money, feeling insecure about you out here being popular and everybody knowing about you. This makes this person very guarded here, okay? Messages for my Scorpios. And for some of you, there could have been a particular karmic that was in the way, that was keeping this person from you. There could have been some third parties. Okay, this could have been multiple people here. You had some haters around you, and that's why you about to be flexing on your ex and all these people who didn't believe in you in the past. Because these are people I feel like you had to learn lessons when it came to these people. That's why I said at the beginning, you're at peace with the past because you're realizing these people that were put on your path, the reason why they hurt you and did you the way that they did you, Scorpio, was because you were going to have to learn a lesson. A lot of you guys are dealing with karmas as well. There's been karmas that's been put on your path. You know, a lot of you guys, you dealt with some. I done dealt with some as well. Karmic friends, family members, parents, you know what I'm saying? But these are people who taught you very valuable lessons in life, taught you very valuable lessons when it comes to love. Let's get one more, and then we're going to see who this reading is about. I kind of make this up, you guys, and they envy the fuck out of you. These are people now that are resentful because they're having to sit back and watch all of your displays or watch all of your blessings be displayed in front of them. These are people now that feel like they got to compete with you and they got to get one up on you and they got to be a step ahead of you and they can't allow you to have a little bit more than what they got here, okay? They're not happy with their lives. They're not happy because they're seeing you. For a lot of you guys, these are the same people who doubted you. These are the same people that told you, oh, Scorpio, yeah, you can be anything you want to be. Or these are people who didn't support you as well when you was telling them that you were wanting to do this with your life or you thought about maybe starting this or doing this. You know, they didn't support you. They just looked at you like you was crazy or even told you, well, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I don't think that's a good idea. I wouldn't do that. And you should have told them that's why you're not doing it. That's why the fuck I'm doing it. I didn't say this is something that we can do. I'm telling you about my goals and my dreams. And that's why Spirit led you to start keeping your goals and dreams, start keeping your business to yourself. Because a lot of people, they was hating on you anyway, trying to get a step ahead of you, you know, trying to do something, then turn around and claim they did it first. These are the type of people that you were dealing with. People who felt like they had to compete against you because they were envious of you and your gifts and your talents and the things that you are doing here, okay? All right, y'all. So let's see who this reading is about. Since I know I gotta do my lives now by my phone, I guess I'll come back live again, but do it on my phone versus trying to do it on my computer here, okay? So let's see who this reading is about. All right, we have Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo, Virgo. Who is this reading about for my Scorpios? We have a heavy Libra, Aquarius, and Sag. Who is this reading about for Scorpio? And we also have heavy Aquarius, Taurus, and Gemini. All right, you guys. I love you. And until next time, stay blessed.